Welcome back to a new video. So in the end of the last video, we were discussing about guys to bring up and down and just some adjustments to give us essentially like a 27th man with the pitcher. We decided that Angel Martinez would be better suited just to be in AAA right now to see if he can develop a little bit more, while we have Manuel Margot. That's going to be the guy that just gets brought up and down as we need an additional pitcher. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit a play game against the Yankees, and I want to see the fatigue levels of our players. So we're going to look at our pitching. I feel like our pitching is not too bad right now. So obviously Carlos Luna, our starting pitching, is fatigued. So I don't think we're doing. Is there a way to see? I just want to see their fatigue. There's not an easy way to see their fatigue split overall. Um, yeah, so we're just seeing their ratings. So that's something like we have, I think, enough pitching. So that would be useful to be able to see. So Emmett's still at 87. He didn't pitch too much. So I feel like in a game like this, we're pretty good on pitching. It'll probably be in a game like after this to where it's like, all right, we need to, drop someone to bring someone back up. So we have interesting lineup. What I don't really want Chandler to be batting today though. So what we'll probably do is drop him out. We'll bring Gabriel in, let him play right field, let Parker play in center, and then rock and roll with that lineup. So Geraldo is only a 2-star at second base, I suppose, but yeah, he still, he hasn't had a hit yet for us, but it is what it is, so we don't mind that. Jason Dominguez gets a leadoff single. He gets the second base on the fielder's choice. That's the second out and the third out, so nothing happening for them. This is also a big series for us with a division rival. So far, no hits for us. Pete Alonso is on the Yankees. Austin Wells gets a single. Carlos Stanton, or G. Carlos, whatever his name is, Stanton gets out, and a single there with 2 outs. But that is it for them. So 3 hits for them, but no runs. We got a fly out, a single by Arias, and a double play, so not good. Ground out, a fly out, and an out. So still no runs for them. And Dylan Dingler gets a walk there. Our new friend gets a single here. I mean, if he starts to pop off, then he might not be that guy that we bring up and down, but I'm not too worried about that either way. But we get a single or a fielder's choice there, an error. So both guys are safe, and Tristan Casas is up. A wild pitch gets both runners to advance. A strikeout looking, unfortunately, for Tristan. Junior Caminero is going to hit a single there, which is going to score both runners and give us a 3-0 lead, which is massive. Xavier Isaac continues to strike out every time he is up. He needs to figure it out. I really want him to, but he is starting to be a bit of a problem for us. I mean, 216 is low, but if he hits more home runs, that's the kind of thing is like if he strikes out a lot but hits a couple more home runs, then he has his spot solidified because he does have that big power. Um, we get or that's Grayson. So they get a hit there with 2 outs, and that is going to be it. So Grayson's pitching really well today. Manuel had a RBI single the last time. Perdomo is going to get a walk here. Tristan is going to ground out, so nothing happening for us. Grayson still at 67 pitches, so we should be able to easily make it through this inning and probably another one after this because that was a pretty efficient inning for them, or for us, not for them. 81 pitches, so we should be able to get through this 7th inning. Really nice for us, obviously, to have the lead, but also to have some efficient pitching. Dylan gets a single here with 2 outs. They bring in a new pitcher, Pete Fairbanks, our old friend, and Manuel is going to hit a double there. So he is popping off in his first game with us, getting in 2 RBIs at least. Or no, just 1 RBI. All right, so he had a single before, but I think he scored. So we get another run across, so a 4-0 lead. We're going to see if he's able to make it through this 8th inning here, and he's able to do just that. Tristan gets out. Junior Caminero is out. And Xavier Isaac, he is going to be out as well. So we're going to see how many outs he's able to get to see if he can get the complete game shutout. Walks a batter, gets a second out, and gets a complete game shutout. So a really great game by Grayson against the Yankees. Pitches a complete game shutout. He throws 120 pitches, but we will take that. Honestly, pretty good for 9 innings of pitching. So we're 18-8. We take a bigger lead against the Yankees, who actually are 13-14, so they're fourth in the division. Spencer Howard is going to get the next start, it looks like, or maybe Kyle Bradish actually is. So looking into this game, our hitting, I mean, wasn't doing too much, so we don't necessarily need to worry about doing too much radical things differently. Uh, so Geraldo, his second base is actually not too good, which is kind of interesting. Can Brian Rocchio can learn second base, so we're gonna swap their positions and let Geraldo play his more natural position there. Brian Rocchio plays second base in relay, so he should be able to actually learn second base. Although he's had kind of a lot of errors this year. It's kind of weird because he's really good defensively at shortstop, but like second base, he's had a lot of weird errors. But I guess it's just a different spot on the field. So Jazz Chisenhall gets a single. We get the second outs, and we don't get the third out. Oh, he dropped it. That's hilarious. I like how that counts as an error too, even though it's a foul ball. Carlos Rodon is pitching today. We get a single here with one out by Tristan, and that is going to be a 2-run home run by Junior Caminero. So he is really fully developed now at this point and really close to being our best hitter. Brandon Lowe is right on his tail, but they're pretty close statistic wise. I imagine Junior has a higher ceiling at this point than Brandon Lowe does, but two good hitters like that we will certainly take. All right, we continue to kind of just be a pitching specialist team, though. I hit here with one out by Dylan Dingler and a ground ball double play, so nothing more happening for us. A leadoff single for them. Another strikeout, a fielder's choice, and nothing happening for them. Chandler Simpson grounds out. Geraldo, he is out, and Tristan gets out there. So we maintain our 2-0 lead. Aaron Judge gets on base there. Fielder's choice, 2 outs, and a third. So really just great pitching by us. Gabriel Arias is going to hit a solo home run to extend our lead to 3. Junior Caminero is going to get a walk here. Brandon Lowe is going to hit a 2-run home run. So our offense is doing the work it needs to do for us. So 5-run lead for us. Another single. Strikeout swinging. Manuel's going to roll into a double play, unfortunately. Kyle Bradish is 4 innings, no walks, 6 strikeouts. 4 hits, though. 5 hits, though. 6 hits, though. So he is threatening to let them back into the game, and it gives up a 3-run single, or 3-run double, I should say. We still have the lead, though, and he's able to get out of that inning. Chandler Simpson flies out. Geraldo flies out, and Tristan Casas strikes out. So he's up at 90 pitches. We're going to see if he can get through this 6th inning here without much damage, and he does just that. Gabriel home run the last time, ground out this time. Junior Caminero gets a walk there. Brandon Lowe strikes out, and Brian Rocchio gets a walk with 2 outs. Dylan Dingler is going to be out, or a fielder choice is going to happen. So Kyle Bradish, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 3 runs, 7 hits, so not too bad. But we have a lot of healthy pitchers, so we are going to look to see who has the least amount of innings pitched in our middle of our lineup. So between these two guys, we're going to bring in Chapman for the lefty matchup and let Chapman give up a walk and a 2-run home run. Love to see it. I guess they figured out Chapman, so Chapman came in and gave up the lead. So now it's tied. Chandler Simpson gets on base, which means we should be able to steal. And he does just that. 3-1 count. Let him swing away. He strikes out swing. He just had to put the ball in play. But a wild pitch. Because of the steals, Chandler Simpson will be able to score. So Simpson is putting the team on his back and carrying us to a lead. So we love to see that. So Chapman gave up a home run the last thing. I believe that's what it was. But we do have the lead again. So I guess Chapman would be in line for the win. We're going to bring in Edwin Diaz to get the hold here. Another leadoff walk. Another walk. Gets a strikeout, but is able to get out of that inning. Gabriel is going to hit a leadoff double. Junior Caminero is going to get an intentional walk. Brandon Lowe is going to hit a 3-run home run. So that's massive. So that gets our lead back up to 4. So that kind of makes it so it's not a safe situation anymore. Manuel Margaret is continuing to bat really well in his first 2 games. Chandler Simpson is going to fly out. So we're into the last inning. We have a 4-run lead. We have several guys that we could potentially bring in, but it's not a save opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and let Joe Jimenez Get the ninth inning here, see if he can go 1, 2, 3, and he does just that. So we've won the first 2 games against the Yankees. Our offense is doing quite well, so we love to see that. Pitching didn't do quite as well that game, but I mean, obviously our starting pitching still number one, so we love to see that. And anything we get from our hitting is going to be a big bonus. So we didn't use a lot of pitching that game, so we're not worried about bringing in our moving manual around. We'll look there. Just have a lot of guys that are doing random stuff. That's actually what I'm going to look at. So lineup here, we're going to put Geraldo back at shortstop. We're going to put Brian Rocchio at second base. And then fix our lineups here. Brian Rocchio only played once, but you see actually has more potential at second base than he does at shortstop. So actually is probably the position we're just going to keep him at with that. So that's pretty cool. All right, Spencer Howard is on the bump today. So it could be a game that we lose just because he's one of our weaker pitchers, but he's pitching well this year, so no reason to think that he's going to completely crap the bed. We got a double here with 1 out, a single here with 1 out. Junior Caminero is up for an RBI opportunity and pops out. Brandon Lowe with an opportunity, and he is going to strike out. So 2 hits, but nothing happening for us. Spencer Howard is going to give up a single here with 1 out, gets the second out, gives up another single, and is able to get out of that inning. So no runs given up by him so far. Parker Meadows flies out. Henry Davis is out, so no runs for either team so far. Spencer Howard gets the first 2 outs quickly and goes 1, 2, 3 for them that inning. Still nothing happening for us, it looks like. And hopefully nothing happening for them. They do get a 1-out walk and a single and a error. We do get the second outs and a walk here with the bases loaded. And that's going to be it for them. Ryan Weathers, who played for us for a little bit, is pitching against us and pitching well. 2 hits, no runs given up by him. Spencer Howard gives up a leadoff single. We want him to get through 5, so he does just that. Brian Rocchio is out. Parker Meadows is out. Henry Davis is out as well. He's at 95 pitches, so we're going to see if he can make it through 1 more. He does that, so he did his job. 1 run in 6 innings. We will take that from all of our pitchers every game. Tristan Casas with his second double today, and that is going to be all we do that inning. So 107 pitches in 6 innings. Not the most efficient, but still pitched pretty well. So because we're in the 7th inning now, we can look around, and I think Razul is the man that's going to come in to pitch this 7th inning for us. Gives up a single with 1 out, gets the second out, and gets the third out here. Junior Caminero is going to hit a leadoff single. Brandon Lowe is going to strike out swinging. Brian Rocchio is going to follow that up with a single of his own. Parker Meadows strikes out. Henry Davis is going to get out, so nothing more happening for us. Razul pitched a scoreless 7th inning, so I believe it is time for Brock Stewart to come in and pitch the 8th inning today for us. A leadoff walk, another walk, gets an out, gets a second out, and gives up a run. So Brock Stewart came in, didn't pitch well, but we haven't scored yet, so we weren't going to win anyway if we can't get a run, and that is it for us. We'll let Brock pitch the next inning, even though he didn't pitch well the last inning. And 1 more opportunity. Ryan Helsley is pitching. That's 1 out, 2 outs, and we are shut out in this game. So unfortunately, our offense did a whole lot of nothing that game. Our pitching still did pretty well, so we can't really be too disappointed in that. But unfortunately, just not good enough for the win. We needed to give up negative 1 run to win that game. All right, so that is going to be the end of this video. We play the last place Toronto Blue Jays in the next video. We continue to win series after series, which is why we're 19-9. So we're off to a really great start this year. We just need our offense to start doing a little bit more, and then we can really start to dominate even more. But our pitching is doing a good job. Even our bullpen, even though they have the 8th ERA, can only get better. We just get random spurts of lots of runs given up by some of our guys, but we do have some of our offense doing well. In the next video, I think we kind of look at our lineup to see where we can kind of move things around to see what we can do, because maybe Geraldo doesn't need to be the leadoff man, but I'm not really sure. But I guess you'll have to see in the next video. But anyhow, talk to you on the next one. Peace.